Hi, I'm Dave Smith. Welcome to Lenox Eats. Today I'm at the Irish Pig and Connolly Catering on Route 30 across from the fire station, kind of hidden way in the back of the strip mall. A little hard to find, but really good. So, Kathy.
Yes, Dave.
Why did you start?
Well, I was bartending at the New Lenox VFW, and the ladies' auxiliary decided they didn't want to cook for New Year's, so they asked me if I was interested for 250 people, and I did it. And it was a long haul, but I've always enjoyed cooking, and it came out well, and I was blessed enough to have them back me on the fact of being licensed to be able to come into this business. And I've just rolled everything always back into it, and we're here.
So you started catering first and then opened the restaurant?
Started catering in 2000, and we've been here for 5 years. I opened the catering, but that didn't quite cut the mustard. So a friend of mine had a pig smoker, and he gave me the pig smoker, and we kind of just sort of blossomed. It's been a slow road, a cautious road, but we're here, and we're doing really well, and it's all good homemade food.
Now, people are probably going to be interested in this, even though it's a side note. Now, when LA Cafe burnt down, because you're behind that, did that affect
Everybody
it?
thought I burnt down too.
Okay.
And that was a really hard road to hoe.
Yeah.
That being said, word of mouth travels, and the fact that everything we do is homemade, and the catering is the best advertising, because when I cook for a party of 40 people, the 40 people go, "Where did you get that food?"
Okay.
And hence Connolly's Catering.
Excellent. The restaurant business, is it a little different than the catering business?
Well, yes and no. It's a lot more work, a lot more hours. But it's the catering is in the summer and the holidays.
Okay.
And it's all or nothing, and very, very busy, where the restaurant's steady for most of the year.
What's your specialty?
Well, we do the barbecue, beef brisket, pulled pork. It's smoked overnight with apple and hickory. Then we bring it in here and cook it overnight in the oven so that it's fall apart tender.
Okay.
And for whatever reason, being the Irish Pig, because it got named the Irish Pig, because of Connolly's Catering. It started out the bourgeois pig.
Okay.
But nobody can pronounce it, and there was a slight trademark infringement.
Okay.
So we are the Irish Pig. I've been called worse.
Okay.
And it just fit. In fact, this dining room that we're in now, we just opened last year right before St. Patrick's Day.
Okay.
Fantastic Sam's moved out. This has been a labor of love. We did all the work ourselves, and we're giving it a go.
Excellent. Excellent. So is your barbecue a dry rub or wet?
We dry rub it, and it's in its own juice, and then we use our own barbecue sauce, which is comparable to a Texas sweet.
Okay.
It is sauced, but you can request it not sauced. Haven't had any complaints on my sauce. And we do have hotter versions of it, 2 hotter versions. One's hot, and the other one is blazing rectums.
Okay.
So, and we've had people call back choking and laughing and thanking us because it's so hot.
Wow.
So it's made with habaneros, and I make that sauce myself.
Okay. Yeah, it'd be dangerous not to.
Our barbecue sauce we used to make too, but I'm too busy to make it now, so we have to farm out the recipe, but we buy it.
But it's still your original recipe.
Absolutely.
All right. Now, all your beef, is it local, or do you get it from like GFS or?
I do restaurant purveyor stores, Restaurant Depot, depending on where. But it's the beef brisket, and we get the whole beef brisket. The corned beef, the same thing. The pork, we use pork shoulder or butts, whatever the difference is.
Yeah.
It's 2 different ends, but they call them both.
Yeah.
And people ask me about doing whole pigs. It's just not my bag. It's too heavy. You have to have 2 people doing it. It takes 12 hours to do it. So I just stick with the butts, and I tell people it's a lot less waste. Get the pulled pork by me. You can order it by the pound. The pork or the brisket you can order by the pound. The corned beef or the Italian beef you can order by the pound.
Okay.
Comes with bread and peppers, the Italian beef. The corned beef, we can supply bread with that. And the pulled pork comes with Milano buns. I've been very faithful to Milano, despite the fact the price of everything is going up and up and up. Yeah. But because it's homemade and it's good quality, my dad always said you get what you pay for.
Yep. Now, you said corned beef, so I guess one of your specialties is the Reuben?
The Reuben sandwich, but on St. Patrick's Day, we do corned beef dinners also. There's a line out the door, and on average, we do a ton of corned beef on St. Patrick's Day.
Okay.
I've been blessed to be able to run out of it at 5 minutes to 7 o'clock.
Wow.
So far, so good. And it, comes with the cabbage, potatoes, and carrots, or you can always get our Reuben here, or corned beef and Swiss, and that's on Milano Marble Rye.
Now, with your product, with your corned beef and with your ribs and everything, you do them till you run out. You make so much a day, and
Well, no, we have it on hand all the time.
Okay.
We did, for the first time ever, run out of ribs last Saturday.
Okay.
But we do have it on hand. It's not a good thing to run out, but everything we do is hand sliced. It's not processed in a bag with preservatives. We cook it from a raw state, including the corned beef, and we cut it by hand so it's a little thicker. You're not going to get a deli sandwich here.
Okay.
You're going to get it nice, and it's tender, so you're going to get a nice bite of corned beef with the sauerkraut and the Swiss cheese. We slice our own cheese.
Well, I look forward to it because there's two things when I travel, I look forward to get. One is in this world trying to find the best Reuben, and the second is trying to find the best huevos rancheros.
Oh, okay. I love that myself.
Yes.
We also serve that. We don't put it on the sandwich, but we serve it with a stone ground mustard, fancy mustard.
Okay.
We have the
Reuben, not the huevos.
The Reuben, or yes, the Reuben or the corned beef. We have a stone ground mustard. I call it fancy. A lot of people like plain yellow. We have that too. I make my own Thousand Island dressing, and we have a horseradish that you need to seatbelt in for. It's if you have a cold, it'll solve all your sinus problems.
Nice.
So
nice. Beautiful.
Thank
Excellent.
you. Our French fries are hand cut. We have different flavors of our fries. We do a garlic fry. We do a Cajun seasoning fry. We have a barbecue seasoning fry. And we have a truffle fry. It's a truffle oil. It's very rich. You got to know what truffles are about.
Yes.
It's an underground mushroom. And our favorite, most people order the garlic and the Cajun.
Okay.
So
You get double whammy.
They double whammy, and it's just, we use clarified butter with real garlic in there. We just drizzle it on there.
Okay.
And it is very popular. We season it with sea salt, and they're hand cut every morning.
Excellent. Now, does your menu change, or is it maintained throughout the year?
It maintains throughout the years, but we do run specials on occasion. And really, since we've been settled in the dining room, I do want to start doing a little bit more eclectic, like one meal, a special at night.
Okay.
A little more high end.
Okay.
But we always have our barbecue, and then again, if it's not broke, why fix it?
Yeah, that's true. But you'll offer, like during Lent season, you'll offer more of a fish menu.
We do. We do an excellent fried fish only during Lent on Fridays.
Okay.
If we have any left over, we do serve it Saturday for lunch, and a lot of people come in for the sandwiches on Saturday. Comes with fries and coleslaw, and that's for actually Fat Tuesday. We're doing jambalaya this year.
Okay.
We sold out of that last year, so I'm doing that. And then, of course, St. Patrick's Day. We'll probably have corned beef dinners all week because everybody comes in on St. Patrick's Day, and that lends itself to insanity.
Yes.
Where I like to tell everybody that I know and love, please come in the day before or the day after.
Yes.
But it's good, homemade, and they fly out of here.
Excellent. Excellent.
So our sides are homemade. Our mac and cheese is homemade. We make our own coleslaw. The baked beans are canned beans, but we doctor them up fabulous.
Okay.
And pretty much everything is homemade. We have homemade soups through April. And
Good.
salads, we have salads. You can get chicken. We have chicken breast, grilled chicken breast, and fried chicken. You can get different seasonings on that. Southwest, Cajun, garlic, Greek chicken breast, lettuce and tomato on a nice bun. And those are real popular.
For a little small hidden
Yeah,
restaurant,
it is.
you guys offer a heck of a menu.
You have to have a little bit of selection because,
Yes.
there's picky people in the world.
Yes, there are.
But knock on wood, I don't have a lot of problems with that.
Excellent. Excellent.
So,
Shall we go cook?
sure.
Okay. Please.
We love Conley Catering. The food is great. Kathy's a hard worker. Always comes up with different things for our guests. And we've used her probably for over 10 years now.
That's right. I mean, ever since we've started hosting our parties and fundraisers and things like that, she's been part of our family. So she's been great and always helps us out, and everybody just raves about her food and what she comes up with.
And our favorite dish is the Reuben sandwiches and the pulled pork.
Okay, so what are we making?
We're making a Reuben sandwich.
Okay, so what do we start with?
We butter one side of the bread very lightly. The marble rye from Milano. Great bakery, as everybody knows. While that's heating up,
A couple slices of cheese.
we put a piece of cheese on each side. It'll take about 2 to 3 minutes to melt that cheese. The minute that that cheese melts, and it's got to be a nice hot griddle, which it is, after that heats up, you take a pinch of the sauerkraut, a lot of sauerkraut.
Gotta have a lot of sauerkraut. Let that sizzle on there.
Let that sizzle on there. This looks to be great. We toast it nice and golden brown.
Okay.
The cheese gets nice and melted.
Oh, then you put a piece, then you put that
We
on there.
get draining nice. You need a little
Look
juice.
how thick that is. That is.
And it's very lean, very lean.
I'm going to steal a small piece.
It's very hot. Be careful.
No, I'm fine. I'm going to eat it anyway.
We usually move these over, and that'll finish toasting while I put the kraut on the
Oh,
sizzle.
yeah.
You got a nice
Gotta
kraut.
sizzle the kraut.
Sizzle the kraut. Nice and steamed and hot. You pile that on top. We have no caraway seeds. I hate caraway seeds. It's my business, and you don't get caraway seeds here.
Makes sense.
Put that on top, nice and toasty.
Cut it in half.
We cut it in half, wrap it up nice. It steams in the bun. We throw a dill pickle on top. We wrap it again, and we give you your choice of sides.
Excellent.
Our Reuben sandwich.
Excellent. I can't wait to eat it.
Big, please come. Everything's delicious. Her pork is delicious. She's slow roasted like for 12 hours. I think I've had everything on the menu at least twice. It's really good. She does excellent catering. If you need a party, if you need any kind of a mango chicken, mango lime salsa chicken is delicious for parties. And she always does a little extra touch for you. She goes above and beyond to just make sure your party is extra special and everybody loves it. And they always say, where'd you get that food? It's so good. And Conley's Catering and Irish, it's delicious. Check it out.
That was fun.
Oh, yes. Did a good job.
Thank you. Thank you. What do we have first? Oh, what's this?
This is similar to Irish nachos. We call it the mess. It's our hand-cut fries with pulled pork, cheese, green onions, and our barbecue sauce.
That is divine.
It's very popular.
I can see
The
why.
kids love it. It's an appetizer, or people actually eat it as a meal,
That is a meal.
especially your carbophobes who don't want the meat.
It has
or
some
the
beans
bread.
in it. Has
Oh, baked beans are in there also, yes.
now what is that? The pulled pork?
Pulled pork, baked beans,
That is
cheese,
unbelievable.
our barbecue sauce, and the green onions on top of the French fries.
That is and that's the regular serving.
Yes.
That is a monster by itself. That is really good.
Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
What do we have next? Oh, this looks really familiar.
Oh, there you go.
Yep. Didn't
Our
even burn
soon-to-be
myself.
world famous Reuben.
Yes. Well, I got to try this after working so hard on it. I gotta-
There you go. Hand-cut corned beef, sliced,
That is a good Reuben.
and we serve it with our Thousand Island dressings usually on there. That's the most popular choice, but the horseradish and the stone ground mustard. People use a couple different things if they want on there, but you put it on yourself. We don't put it on the sandwich.
And you're right with the thickness of the corned beef, which is not
You
normally
get
deli
a
style.
nice,
You get it's a good
nice
texture
bite.
and a good flavor.
And it's tender. It's tender.
Very tender.
With our homemade coleslaw there.
Oh, I got to try that.
We make that fresh every day.
That corned beef is unbelievable.
Good. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. Cooks for about 5-6 hours. And in the old Irish method, we don't roast it, we boil the heck out of it.
Oh, that is really good. And the coleslaw adds very nice to that.
It does. It's
Very good.
cool and creamy. It's pretty popular, the coleslaw.
I can see why. Very good. Very, very
I'm
good.
so glad you enjoyed it. Comes with a pickle.
Oh,
Ooh, there's our half slab with our baked beans. When
spin
you
this.
order, we have a sandwich special with our pulled pork or our beef brisket sandwich specials. You get a side and a beverage with the sandwich also.
look at that. The bone just. I reach out with my
It's
finger.
tender
the bone,
with the tug or
the
fall
bone
off
just
the bone.
falls right
there you
off.
go, but it still has some nice texture to it. and it is our barbecue sauce. And really, I truly believe that sauce makes the product.
You're right. It's a Texas sweet. It's got a little tang to it.
Got a little teeny
sweet to
tang to it. Maybe a micro heat, but it doesn't stay. It's just a tang.
Yes.
So
That is very nice. I try the beans too.
and we do have a nice slab of ribs. They're always meaty like that. I get them from the same place. Those smoke overnight with hickory and apple, and then we do cook those off for about 4 hours so that they're tender enough, but they don't fall apart. It's hard to handle because we finish them on the charbroiler, our grill.
They give a nice little glaze. Those are really,
Good.
really
I'm so
good.
glad you enjoyed it.
And the beans are, I like the way you doctored them.
They're
my kind of doctor.
Oh, there you go. And this is our combo.
Okay.
People, usually a couple will come in and order this because it would feed 2 people.
Yes.
You get a nice sandwich of pulled pork. We use the Milano mini
Okay.
buns. You get 2 sides with that, 2 large sides. Here we have our French fries. You can get beans with it. You can get whatever you want with it, or our mac and cheese. And you have the brisket and the pulled pork with a quarter slab of ribs.
Okay, fair enough.
And again, they're very meaty ribs.
No, this is the brisket.
That's the brisket.
It just melts.
Oh, good. I'm so glad you enjoy it.
It just melts.
It's a fine line between melting and falling apart than serving in nice slices. We do offer the ribs also for catering, where we cut them up individually. I actually got a lot of calls for them for Super Bowl coming up here. But
Unbelievable.
I'm so glad you're enjoying it.
And that's your world famous mac and cheese?
Soon to be world famous.
Okay, try this. Oh, that's really good.
I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like it. We had a little secret ingredient to that
Yeah.
kind of changes it from your average mac and cheese.
Yeah, it's creamy. It's delicate. It's not that smack in the face
Well,
cheese.
we do butter and half in there, so it kind of makes it a mellow cheese.
That is really, really good.
Good. I'm so glad you enjoy it.
Just regular fries.
These are regular fries, but you can have them seasoned with any of our orders. You can get the garlic. We have Cajun, truffle, barbecue, as I said earlier. So,
Well, I'm gonna get back to digging into this brisket here.
and it's trim. We trim off the fat. Brisket is known. We have people that request it with the fat because fat is the vehicle of flavor.
Yes.
Some people are funny with their diets, but we can. If you want it with a little extra fat on there, we can find it. Otherwise, if you ask for extra lean, we can do that too. And again, we sauce it when you order it. So if you don't want the sauce on there, we can leave it off. It's not automatically sauced.
Well, Kathy, thank you for inviting us. You have a wonderful restaurant, great catering.
Thank you for coming. We've been here a while, and we're the best kept secret in New Lenox.
You are. From the Irish Pig and Connolly's Catering, this is Dave Smith. It's a hidden gem, a little hard to find, but really good. This is how New Lenox eats. This is really good.
Good. I'm so glad you enjoyed it.
I like that.
I hope you like barbecue.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good thing.